Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy, Real Talk Live Sports, aka the Ghetto Stephen A, man, and we back at it. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and watch these videos for your boy from bumper to bumper. Man, we just can't get out of Philly, man. Hey, today we're going to talk about Stephen Fulton, the young featherweight from the city of brotherly love. Just got finished doing a video on Jerron Ennis, the next king of the welterweights coming out of Philadelphia. Go back and check that out. The link will be in the description. Hey, if you guys do remember Stephen Fulton, hey, unfortunately, this title fight had to get scrapped due to him coming down with none other than the Rona, aka COVID-19. The fight is scheduled and rescheduled to January 23rd. Almost here. Now, Stephen Fulton admitted when he did an interview with BoxingScene.com that once he found out that he got the news that he was tested positive for COVID-19, he cried. You know what I'm saying? Because in the game of boxing, it's not easy to come across championship titles with so much politics and this and this and that. If you ain't with this team or this person, you may not ever get a shot, you know what I'm saying, let alone a title shot. So when he came down with COVID-19, that pretty much scrapped his chances at that time for the title. And he said, man, it brought tears to my eyes, and I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? But Fulton is 18-0 with 8 knockouts, and he was guaranteed a shot at the title with Leo after pretty much he defended the title, because when he got the new opponent, because he couldn't fight, you know what I'm saying, he was guaranteed a shot again at the title. So Leo stands at 20 victories, 0 losses, and 9 KOs. Now, this should be a super explosive fight. Now, the Leo and Fulton fight is scheduled to headline at the Mohegan Sun, and aka the PBC Bubble, in Uncaseville, Connecticut. As I stated, on January 23rd. Now, the co-features of this 3-fight matchup is RAESSE ALEEM, 17-0, 10 knockouts. He's going to face Vic PASILLAS, 16-0 with 9 knockouts. This is going to be a 12-rounders fight, fans, for the WBA interim 122-pound title. Now, Romero, aka Rolando Romero, 12-0, 10 knockouts, fighting out of none other than Mayweather Boxing Club. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know Rolly, man. Funny young guy, you know what I'm saying? He does, I mean, he talks a lot. A lot of people clowns him because of, quote unquote, his skill. Now, he's going to be defending his WBA interim title against none other than Justin PAULDO, 14-1 with 7 knockouts. Now, how will Rolly do? Trust me, everyone will be watching. As I said, as a fighter coming out of the Mayweather Club, everybody expects you to be nice. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people clown Rolly because the title, they don't think he should be a title holder because of, like I said, his skill. How he got the title, a lot of people felt as though, you know what I'm saying, he lost that fight, should have went the other way. He got the title, he got the win because of who he's with, the Mayweather Boxing Club. So this fight against Pauldo, trust me, people will be watching to see how he looks in this fight, to see if he is indeed worthy of that WBA title. Now, like I said, Stephen Fulton, he's 23 years of age, excuse me, 26 years of age, and at 26, you know, I guess, what's your longevity going to be in the sport of boxing. Now, as I said in a previous video, it's not too many, quote unquote, older fighters that are still active, that are still relevant. Now, you have your Floyd Mayweathers, your Manny Pacquiao, Andre Ward, he retired undefeated. I mean, some guys, they know when it's time to get out, and some guys, they continue to fight. Like Manny Pacquiao, some people thought that he should have retired a few fights ago. But guess what? He beat none other than Adrian Broner just did a video on AB. AB is back in the gym doing this thing, getting ready for his February 13th debut, possibly once they find an opponent, because his other opponent got scrapped due to none other than COVID-19. So go back and check it out. But Manny Pacquiao knocked off Adrian Broner, then came back, defeated Keith Thurman, knocked Keith Thurman the first round of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman didn't know what hit him. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman later came out and said, you know what, Manny Pacquiao, like, I don't know who wraps his hands or what he got in his wraps, but it's like he got bricks in his hands. So Manny Pacquiao still relevant, still hitting hard, still moves fairly well to be at the age of 42 years old. Now he's still a champion in the division. So Manny Pacquiao still not only holds weight, but you still got the top guys looking for him, the Spencers of the world, the Crawfords of the world. You know what I'm saying? Even Jerron Ennis has recently called out Manny Pacquiao as well as him looking for fights against Spence and also Crawford. But back to Stephen Fulton, man, coming out of Philadelphia. It's been a tough journey, man, for the young featherweight because, like I said, coming down with COVID-19, that was a big blow on him, especially when he lost his chance to fight for the title that Pacific time. He said that was tough. His exact quote was he needed some emotional and mental rehabilitation, because going through that experience, like I said, possibly losing your chance to gain a title in boxing, I mean, that can wear a lot on you, because like I said, everybody does not get a title. Everybody is not promised a title shot. So if you are a good fighter and that shot comes across your path and you're not able to utilize it or take advantage of it, you can't honestly say, hey, you know what, the next one is going to be a title fight, especially if you are not the Canelos of the world. You ain't box office, you know what I'm saying? If you not, quote unquote, whatever division you are, number one, number two, you can't be talking and making those type of moves. So he pretty much thought his dreams of becoming the champion was pretty much over. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand how that, not only that would upset, you know what I'm saying, a fighter, but hey, man, bring a fighter to tears. Because like I said, man, boxing is a lonely game. You know what I'm saying? And all that work that you put in, whether it's in the gym, on the road, you know what I'm saying, and sparring, and all that is basically, man, not only to fight and be successful as being a fighter, but also to become a champion. So if you miss that opportunity to become a champion, hey, man, that sucks. But hey, man, Stephen Fulton, he's definitely undefeated featherweight. He's a contender, as I said, coming out of Philadelphia. You know what I mean? So for that WBO 122-pound championship, he's willing to put it all on the line, because guess what? He knows and he remembers that feeling of it being snatched away due to the COVID circumstances the first time around. So the Fulton-Leo fight, trust me, people are going to be paying attention. And your boy right here is definitely one of them, man. Like I said, Jerron Ennis, he's pretty much going to be the premier boxer, coming out of Philadelphia. But also with young fighters like Stephen Fulton. Tevin Farmer has been quiet, but if you watch Tevin Farmer's Instagram and things of that nature, you can see that he is training literally at his home in his basement. You know what I'm saying? He's redoing his basement to be like, you know what I'm saying, like a little home gym. So he's been getting it in, man. Tevin Farmer's been quiet ever since he lost his title. You know what I'm saying? He's been quiet, but he has been working. You know what I'm saying? I believe that he has a new focus and he's driven in a different manner than he was before, you know what I'm saying? Because Tevin Farmer, he's very talented, you know what I'm saying? Had a couple of losses, you know what I'm saying, early in his career, but then came back to, you know what I'm saying, pretty much not lose a fight and win a championship. And like I said, after losing his belt in that last fight, I don't think Tevin's, you know what I'm saying, I don't think his, for whatever reason, his mind was right. Because leading up to the fight, like I said, he looked a little weight drained, you know what I'm saying? Like he just wasn't right, you know what I mean? So I kind of had a bad feeling as he was going into that fight. And unfortunately, he wound up losing. So whatever the situation and the problem may have been for Tevin Farmer when he lost his belt, I guarantee you he's not going to go through that situation again. So back to Stephen Fulton, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when the whole thing transpired with Stephen Fulton, when he literally found out that he had COVID-19, he was in the bubble in Connecticut. So after they found out the news, he got kicked out of the hotel. So on top of you coming down with COVID-19, man, you know what I'm saying? You literally get kicked out, you know what I mean, the hotel. So that's kind of embarrassing to go on top of that. He also spoke about that, man. It was like he was he was embarrassed. He was gutted. But he did come back and say, you know what? I kind of had to respect it because guess what? You're around other fighters, staff members, teams, coaches, and you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, infect anybody else, you know what I'm saying, with the virus. That's why you're in the bubble. So once you have a contaminant in the virus, excuse me, in the bubble, hey, you got to be removed. You dig what I'm saying? So after he got kicked out the hotel, he said to add insult to injury, you know what I mean? That was just more fuel to the fire, you know what I'm saying? So it took him a couple of weeks to pretty much get over the virus, as he stated, but he didn't go back to training because, as he alluded to, once you are dealing with quote unquote the virus, you know what I'm saying, it affects what? Your lungs. So training while your lungs and your body is still recuperating from having a virus, it can have a definite dramatic effect on your body and your lungs, excuse me. It can have a long-term effect as far as damage. So that's why you hear a lot of people who have had the virus, you know what I'm saying, like they had problems breathing, shortness of breath, even after they've had the virus, recovered from it and everything, you know what I'm saying, still have issues breathing or whatever like that. So man, like I said, man, the Rona, man, is a tricky mistress, you know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta not only be careful, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying, like I said in the videos, man, guard up, mask up, man, wear your mask at all times. If other people not respecting the game, respecting their life, that's fine. Stay away. You respect your situation, you respect your life, wear your mask, you dig what I'm saying? Make sure that you wash your hands. Hey man, if you got to, wear gloves. Hey, don't matter, man, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna protect and love you better than you. But back to a fight, fan. Like I said, man, it's gonna be a definitely a good fight. You know what I'm saying? One of the probably the most premier fight heading out of January, heading into February. Like I said, it's going to be a championship fight. You got another title defense on that card, on that 3-fight card with Rolando, Romero. You know what I'm saying? Fighting out of the Mayweather gym. So I mean, it's going to be an interesting night of boxing, man. But like I said, Stephen Fulton, man, coming out of Philly. Like I said before, man, Philly don't raise no scrubs. You know what I'm saying? So the young Fulton, man, is definitely talented. You know what I'm saying? And Leo, as a matter of fact, he's also messing with Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be an interesting night of boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? I got my money on Stephen Fulton, so let's just see how things transpire. He goes to the body well, quick, fast. You know what I'm saying? He fights out of the orthodox stance. And like I said, man, we'll see how this fight goes, man. But I think the keys for him to win this fight is going to be not only mobility, but his body attack. You know what I'm saying? He's very good at going to the body. You know what I'm saying? He has stopped and got KOs going to the body. So like I said, he has to be active. But this is also going to be an eye test because how is his conditioning? As I just stated, having a virus can have an effect on your lungs, on your breathing, on your stamina. So how is he going to hold up in this fight? Now, this is going to be a championship fight. So therefore, hey, you got to be aggressive. You got to go in there and take it. So it's not going to be given to you. And after you came up short the first time due to having a virus, not necessarily losing the fight, you're going to have to come out blazing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to be the aggressor. You're going to have to be in attack mode, but you're going to have to fight a smart fight. You know what I'm saying? So the keys for Stephen Fulton is to do what he do. Let his hands go. Be efficient and accurate as far as going to the body. Utilize your jab. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you keep him at the end of the jab. Keep that jab busy, going from low to high, going to the body, going to the head. You dig what I'm saying? Use your feet. Make sure that you wrap around and get around and just be busy. You're going to have to push the pace. You're going to have to put pressure on Leo. You're going to have to take it because if you fight a conservative fight, that could come back to bite you. You know what I'm saying? So if he is truly in good shape and he's ready for the fight, like I say, he really didn't get back to the gym until October because he wanted his body to recuperate. So let's just see if the decisions that he made as far as his health, as far as his training, was the correct direction to go. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going to be figured out, shown, and seen in this fight. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Stephen Fulton, man, one of the best young talents coming out of Philadelphia. So let's just see if he can get the job done and get that WBO title. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how things wrap up, fight fans. But like I said, Stephen Fulton, Leo fight schedule January 23rd, coming up very shortly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so stay tuned, stay motivated, stay humble, and protect yourself at all times. Guard up, mask up. Why? Because it's a war going on outside. Ain't none of us safe from it. That war is Corona. So put y'all mask on, man. Wash your hands, protect yourself, protect others. Catch you guys on the next round. Peace.